Much appreciated. My strength was beginning to flag.
Yes, sir. Have you procured what I asked? Splendid. You've my gratitude. Unfortunately, I can give you little more than that. Forgive me, but I must return to my rounds directly. Ah, but in place of a reward, mayhap I could give you a tour of the premises. Only if you've the time and inclination, of course. What say you? Would you care to accompany me? As servants of the gracious hand, we provide whatever treatment we can to those unfortunate who are stricken by maladies. Yet, at times, 'tis not enough. Perhaps you will recall the parents who were here when you first arrived. An unfortunate pair. They've suffered no few hardships in the slums, and now even their poor son Lubomir has fallen ill. By chance, he was examined by a roaming man claiming to be a doctor. Yet, the family had not the money for the medicine he required, so he was put into our care.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
I shall gladly aid you if 'tis within my power.
Here he is. This young man is Lubomir. We've been administering the medicine recommended by the doctor who examined him, but he has yet to show any sign of recovery. To be perfectly honest, I doubt the soundness of that so-called doctor's judgment. After all, there is no shortage of ne'er-do-wells out there, willing to claim their medicine the only cure, that they might inflate its price. But I suppose I ought not say such things so openly. At any rate, I'd best continue on my rounds. Pray, stay as long as you wish. Come, come. We've medicine to prepare. We've enough to make a fresh batch now, thanks to a kind donation.
Psst! You there. Help me. Listen, the sisters here are good to us, but I'm growing weaker day by day. It started with a slight fever, and now I can scarce lift myself up. See that empty bed? An old man was lying in it till just a few days past. He told me he was feeling better, that he'd be well enough to leave anon. And now he's... Mayhap I'm just imagining things. I hope that's the case. And yet... something isn't right about this place. Pray, should you hear any queer rumors about the gracious hand, come tell me of them, won't you? I'd see to it myself, but I can hardly move.
I'm going to go exploring.
May the heavens protect you. Find somewhere to be. Be a lonely lot. Can't stomach place. Pray, keep your voice low. We are never truly alone. The heavens watch over us.
Yeah? What is it?
Might you be a friend of Lubomir's? He's seen better days, hasn't he? There has been talk of sending him down to the basement, should his condition fail to improve. That is, the basement sick room, where our most critical patients convalesce under the Abbess's care. None of the other sisters are permitted entry, including myself. Teles, she gives the patients a special medicine. I know not what kind. At times I hear strange cries and moans drift up from below, which is to be expected. Those who come here suffer all manner of afflictions, you see. And yet, a part of me is afeared for them.
Chaos in the world begins with chaos of the mind.
Over here, if you would. Here we are.
Which life was nothing but the good bits.
So, the worst of us are taken to the basement. Mayhap that's the source of the queer voices I hear at night. And none save the Abbess can enter? If the gracious hand has a secret, 'tis the Abbess who keeps it, I reckon. You've done this much for me. Would you be willing to go further? I must find out what goes on down there. You've my thanks. I just can't stomach the thought of lying here not knowing. Of course, all the better should your search come to naught. But if you do find aught amiss down in that basement, it must be the Abbess's doing. Should you find evidence fit to implicate her, will you help me see to it that justice is carried out? See, I've already reported my suspicions to the Sentinels, and we've arranged a signal. If you apprehend the Abbess, they'll know to come and arrest her. So I beg you, sir, find the evidence you need, if it exists to be found.
To get to the bottom of what is happening at the Gracious Hand, we shall have to acquire evidence of any misdeeds.
I spend my days in quiet reflection.
It would be prudent to investigate the most suspicious.
I spend my days in quiet reflection.
I spend my days in quiet...
Greetings.
How might we enter the basement sick room?
Splendid. Master, if ever your pack grows cumbersome, know that I would be glad to
This is a place of prayer.
A moment's prayer can do a world of good.
I shall gladly aid you if 'tis with...
Isn't there anything to do?
I do hope naught befalls Lubomir. I should like to see him.
Let's move along. Not game enough to hang about here. Living's hard, but dreams are free, I say.
Can scarce afford to keep us fed these days.
My bed. Things else to do with an ox cart full of gold. Heading home.
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Pleasure doing business. Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Pleasure doing business.
Suppose that's enough for one day. This makes my hairstyle.
I
Isn't there
sleep
anything
on
to
my
do?
woes, mayhap they'll go away.
I don't know what to do.
Perfect spot for a kid.
I fear I've much to attend to.
My head hurts just thinking about it. The patients in this room must not be disturbed. Leave this place at once. My head hurts.
Medicine? Medicine! Now! Now! Now!
Oh, someone help me. Jahan? Bruno, where have you gone? Oh.
We've found some evidence, but there might be more to discover. Let us scour every inch of this room.
Splendid.
Mayhaps would serve us well to track down the former patients mentioned in these records of treatment.
Right you are.
Might we not complete our delivery while we're here?
We need only pass our burden into the hands that await it.
Indeed, you are correct.
I need it.
We have arrived.
What should I do?
I shall do as you say.
content to live in idleness.
You don't look like much.
What to do?
Oh, well met, sir.
Lady Eleanor's a goodly person, a saint-like. Her earnest care saw me back to full health. I wavered between life and death for quite some time in that basement sick room, and she watched o'er me through it all, bless her. Can't say as I miss that basement, mind. 'Tis an eerie place, dark and shadowy, filled with the moaning of the sick. Suppose 'tis only to be expected, given the state of those assembled. I'm sure I was moaning too.
Elena, aye, a fine woman by all accounts. I was in her care once myself. But I must admit, I've always felt there's something off about her. You see, I was only a little under the weather when I entered her care. But then I started getting sicker and sicker, till I was certain death would come for me. In the end, I survived, but methinks I was one of the lucky few. So many died down there. And once, I saw her, the abbess, meeting with a strange man. She handed him a large parcel, all wrapped up. And he gave her something small in return. You'd think 'twere medicine, but I'd not have bought medicine from a man like that. He had the look of a scoundrel about him. They were whispering, but I did hear one of them say aught about keeping quiet. 'Tis well suspicious, eh? Where'd they meet? 'Twas in the square in the eastern part of the common quarter, and always a night, as I recall.
Is it true you're the Arisen? That's what I've heard, anyhow. Only, I seem to recall someone else boasting of being the Arisen over in the tavern about 6 months ago. Just be sure you play your part well, whatever the truth. Befell a Drake or two, and I reckon you'll earn the people's faith.
I needed a new skill.
Of course.
Shall we present the evidence we have gathered to Sir Lubomir? I take it you've some business with this person. Then pray, follow me.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
We've arrived, just as planned.
You're back. Pray, tell me, have you found anything? These look like records of treatment. Johann and Bruno. I know these two. They left here not long ago, fit as a pair of fiddles. I recall them being especially meek to the abbess. Mayhap that's what got them out safely. At any rate, they may know aught of use. Loath as I am to ask more of you, perhaps you would speak to them in my... You're back! Pray, tell me, have you found anything? What? You found a medicine used only in the basement sick room? I don't like the sound of that. Do you think... Could I trouble you to look into this as well? Mayhap you could show it to the doctor I saw afore coming here. Radcliffe, his name was. He's staying in the rest town. Pray, sir, do what you can. I must know.
Methinks we would do well to bring this medicine to Sir Radcliffe, the doctor over in the rest town.
True enough.
I'm aching for a fight.
Come, I'll lead the way.
I quite like it here.
Here.
Aye, this is plenty. Lord Phasus is like to be in your debt. Nicely done. Suppose it can't have been easy to procure this much so quickly.
You suppose wrong. I command their full faith. 'Tis simple for me to extract what I require.
Ha! You're a fearsome one. Here's hoping I ne'er end up in your care.
Enough. I gave you yours, now you give me mine. I'd not be seen here with you.
Ah, of course. Wouldn't want to hurt the Lady Saint's image in the eyes of the common folk, would we? Here's your...
Glad we understand each other. Till next time.
Aye, be seeing you.
This is not the first we've heard of Lord Phasus. What could his aim be, I wonder?
That's odd.
Shall we bring the medicine we discovered to the doctor over in the rest town? Mayhap he can tell us of its effects. If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Might as well take a look while you're here.
Precious little time.
This journey will be a long one. What say we employ an ox cart and save our feet the blisters?
A most agreeable suggestion. Of course, the Arisen shall have the final say in the matter.
Twould seem we have all we need to hand.
Trounced our foe well and... I shall be proud to serve you, Arisen.
You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
A common reward, frustratingly so.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Pray, follow me.
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow. Cast the flames! Too late! Focus your strength, Arisen!
You hold the enemy's focus, and I shall strike them down. A wise. I did my best to match your skill, Master. Our party is composed of quite a few men. 'Tis surely a coincidence. Don't make such a fuss. A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? Master, are you unharmed?
A flawless execution.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
I thank you. 'Tis a great kindness you've shown me. Shall we bring the medicine we discovered to the doctor over in the rest house? Mayhap he can tell us of its effects. I take it you've some business with this person. Then pray, follow me.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Suppose I could enjoy some idle chit-chat. Say, would you consider doing me a favor? Aye, you've my gratitude.
Come
Understood. I shall proceed ahead. Come, I'll lead the way.
Would that such tranquility could last.
Indeed, you are correct.
Sleep.
One of us has been pushed!
Seems we have enraged our foe.
Why do we not use their rage to our advantage? Arisen! Are you all right?
Shall we bring the medicine we discovered to the doctor over in the rest room? Mayhap he can tell us of its effects. I take it you've some business with this person. Then pray, follow me.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
Should you need to communicate in Elvish, pray call upon me. I would be only too glad to assist.
Twas a fine journey we shared.
Ah,
Wherever
good.
you're-
I see the Arisen's found someone to handle our busy work.
Over here, if you would.
Seems there's no room for argument here. I shall obey, but I won't pretend I'm happy about it.
preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
We must not let down our guard.
Was most effective. This brute has quite the temper. I cannot use their rage to our advantage.
By all means.
You ought to know your limits.
'Tis a vote worthy of caution. What save our best will do.
At last, it all becomes clear.
Point of view from up here. You see how high I can scale?
Well said. On my way.
Our foe appears to have grown just as weary as we.
We must not give them a chance to recover.
Strike fast, true, and our quarry shall fall. First and foremost, we want to knock it off balance. Bring the motions in part of the flying throne.
This battle will demand all our strength. We must stand together if we are to seek victory.
I shall see to it this does not happen again. You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
Shall we bring the medicine we discovered to the doctor over in the rest town? Mayhap he can tell us of its effects. I believe I can guide you to the person in...
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. Should you wish to pick your foes off from afar, you need...
Twould seem we have all we need to hand.
Would you care to behold a forgotten riftstone as yet undiscovered in this world? Then follow me. 'Tisn't far. Am I expected to pick that up? If I must.
Come, I'll lead the way. I see you've been drenched. Dry off as soon as you can.
Well done, Master!
Battle cannot be avoided. Just fight or die.
Understood.
I must admit that it feels wonderful to strike true.
That's better. Many thanks.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
Come, let me grant you wings.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. Pray, follow me.
You distract our foe, Arisen. I'll see them back.
A wise strategy.
You would have me lead. Consider it done.
Over here.
What a glorious success!
Let us aim for greater precision with our next attempt. Have you a different destination in mind, Master?
Thank you for healing me, Arisen.
Shall we bring the medicine we discovered to the doctor over in the rest town? Mayhap he can tell us of its effects. If you wish to meet with this person, I would gladly lead the way.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged. It's a long journey.
The enemy has called reinforcements. It seems they mean to match our might through strength of numbers. Are you all right?
An appropriate choice arisen. I'll gladly take the lead. Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Each to their own.
Come, I'll lead the way.
Watch for the hobgoblin! It's weak to lightning strike! I shan't let them harm you.
Better feel the wind on your face. Jump up and I'll send you flying.
Just yonder. Looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Over here, if you would. This bow is drawn to women as a moth to a flame.
Such single-mindedness makes our enemy predictable, not necessarily easier to counter.
I've got hold of the enemy!
Splendid.
It seems we have enraged our foe.
Why do we not use their range to our advantage?
I am unaware of
One other thing. I do believe our part...
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battle so long as I'm... Let us work together to honor... Shall we bring the medicine we discovered to the doctor over in the rest town? Mayhap he can tell us of its effects. Ah, yes. I know just where to find this person. Follow me.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged. I'll save you!
Most. Many thanks. This way, if you please. Me at the Vanguard? Say no more.
Of any use against it. I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Did anyone else see that? Or catch the light?
We ought to take a closer look. So close a call offers no solace in victory.
Let us pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and try not to slip up again. What's most effective?
Keep on the risen. I'll strike them down.
Well, 'tis clear the two of you know what you're doing. Thank you, Master. I feel much better now.
Might you consider lightening your pack, Master?
Let's see. What can we do without?
Feast your eyes on this!
A new destination calls to you, I take it. Well, say no more. I look forward to seeing where you take us. Shall we bring the medicine we discovered to the doctor over in the rest town? Mayhap he can tell us of its effects. Leave this to me, Master. I'll bring you straight to the one you seek.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Hold a moment. Haven't we already found what's being asked of us here?
Say, you wouldn't happen to have seen a pretty stone lying about, would you? One befitting the name the Jadeite Orb. It was stolen from me while I was delivering it, and if Master Everard should find out, he'd wring my neck. There's no exaggeration. He said people killed afore, more than a few at that. To be quite truthful, I'd intended to sell off the Jadeite Orb and quit this place for good. Working under a man such as him, I'd only get chewed up till he decided to spit me out. That jewel was my last hope. Now it's gone. Unless you were to find it for me. Would you, sir? Oh, pray do a poor man a kindness.
The Jadeite Orb could be anywhere now.
Greetings, sir, and welcome to the Sword and Staff. We see a great many customers given our location, so you'll have to forgive us if the ale runs dry.
I'll take any charge. Go on, have a look. What's to do? How precious little time. Why do you always take me here?
Could you come over here?
Interested to work if I'm to put bread on the table.
I'm in no hurry to leave. I'll take
Go on, have a look. Reckon your road's been a long one. No use hiding it. I've seen my share of weary trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here, at least, you'll find a bit of peace and quiet. Many thanks. Interested in my wares?
Have you come from Vernworth? How are things there? The ancient battleground to the north is overrun with hordes of fell beasts, and so little are survivors anticipated that you'll find not even a checkpoint here. In times past, 'twas safe enough a night, when the monsters sleep, but no longer. Since a few days past, skeletons and phantoms have made this their nightly battleground. 'Tis nigh impassable now. It could be that aught's befallen the cenotaph. I'd heard the spirits had calmed somewhat since 'twas erected. Say, if I cannot dissuade you from traversing the ancient battleground, would you consider passing by the cenotaph and making sure...
Right, just follow me.
Too quiet here for my liking. I must earn other people's
I'm nodding off where I stand.
Oi, you there! You've just arrived in town, haven't you? I don't mean to pry, only it's my grandson, a boy by the name of Rog. He's gone missing. Pray tell, have you seen the lad?
Morris, I've just found out Roger's been abducted by beasts.
What? No! How can that be?
I've just heard news. Rog was seen being dragged off by wolves.
Oh, my poor boy. We must go rescue him at once.
Morris, think what you're saying, friend. We can't go charging off after the lad. We are no match for such creatures.
Do you truly expect me to do naught but twiddle my thumbs when my only grandson's been taken from me? The soldiers won't do aught for him, will they now? Consarn it all. He's right. But what else am I to do? If I do not hasten to the poor lad's aid, who will? Do you truly mean that, sir? You will save my grandson. If you return him to me, I will be forever in your debt, stranger.
Who might have the answers we need? Shall we ask around?
Please, stranger, bring...
This way, if you please. Our road was a long one, but...
Aye? In need of a doctor, are you? What's this you're giving me? Oh, I see. You want me to run some sort of test on this? Determine what manner of substance 'tis? Interesting. Well, you've certainly piqued my curiosity. Whatever your reasons, I'll take a look. Naturally, I'll need a bit of time with it. Come back again in... oh, I don't know. Later.
it about time we had ourselves a meal? Oh, what I wouldn't give for a bowl of hot stew.
Well met, sir. How might I...
Greetings. You are the Arisen, are you not? Tell me, in your comings and goings, did you happen to encounter a man by the name of Offulv? He seems to have vanished while in possession of a treasure known as the Jadeite Orb. My fellow merchants are scouring the city for him as we speak, and if I may be candid, our primary concern is not the merchant, but rather the orb. 'Tis an item of precious importance to myself and my partners, you see. I must see it reclaimed, post-haste. And in my hour of need, who should wander by but the good Arisen? What say you, sir? Would you be so kind as to seek out the Jadeite Orb on my behalf? You will be rewarded handsomely for your service. Of that I can assure you.
Sirs Offulv and Everard each seek the Jadeite Orb. To whom ought we to grant it? Assuming we find the thing at all.
Whatever choice you make, Arisen, I am sure 'twill be the right one. Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Poor Rog. He truly is a lovely boy. He's always helping Morris in his shop. And he's delivered me my remedies many a time. Once, he even picked some flowers on his way and put them up for me, all pretty like. I still recall his smile when he told me about the beautiful flower bed he tends to on the outskirts of town. Oh, Rog, will I e'er see your smile again? I suppose I can only hope.
The flowers that bloom around here glow come nightfall. From what I can glean, the petals absorb the sun's light by day and release it after dark. Isn't that unusual? Nature works.
Time to be heading home.
It's well tiring being so
It's no easy thing, making a living as a soldier.
The sun descends. Night will be upon us soon.
We shall have to be all the more vigilant.
There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics. If we share our strengths, we can begin for...
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few. It fears fire's fury.
There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Needed.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement. To fill one with vim.
I thank you. It is a great kindness you say.
At last, it all becomes clear.
You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find. We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Do watch where you're going. You'll hurt yourself one of these days. Oh, don't mind me. These things happen. Well done. find out what's inside.
That there's a white. Unsettling creatures.
Holy attacks ought prove most effective against it. Was most effective. I have the same spell that will overwhelm my foe without applying magic. Naught like a curative to fill one with vim. Look! Oxen! How tranquil.
'Tis best to leave harmless creatures be.
The monsters left us a parting gift. I'll see it safely into my pack, don't you worry.
Master, I'm not sure how much longer I can keep going without rest.
I fear for our chances, if we were to be set upon now. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
I shall do as you say.
The latest tidings from Melv came as quite a shock. It's been decades since the dragon last appeared. 'Twas a tragedy to those who suffered the beast's attack, to be sure.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
At the end of the day, our vocations are of little import. Mutual trust is what counts. Might there be aught over there?
We ought to take a closer look.
Is there aught you require?
This ox cart's bound for Burnworth. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Such a magnificent tapestry of stars.
True enough.
There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master.
Here we go again.
Give no quarter!
I say it. We trounced our foe well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves in every battle.
Masterfully done!
Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
You run so fast. I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot. The flowers that bloom around here glow. From what I can glean, isn't that unusual?
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Days like this make me glad to be alive. Spend the night in a tavern under the stars.
'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
We ought to put it to good use.
been here too long. Might go get some air.
Days like this make me glad to be alive.
Time to be heading home.
I'll do as I
Right,
please.
representation of
Let 'em
sleep.
try and stop me.
This armor's far from comfortable.
Fancy a look at my wares? Now here's a welcome sight.
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
Hope this job plays out better than the last. Well met, son. How might I be of service?
So dull when there's nothing doing.
Well, hello there, sir. Aye, there's always demand for weapons. But particularly near the border, where quarrels do come again.
Well, it takes two to make a sale. And this...
Well, hello. Aye, there's always demand for weapons. Particularly near... the border, where quarrels are... occur every other day. Always a pleasure. Why, peruse at your leisure, sir.
Sir, pray tell me, have you found Rog? Oh, I see. No sign of him yet, then. All I know is that he was last spotted near the flower bed afore those monsters set upon him. That boy. I've never known a soul who loved flowers more than he. Out there every day he was, planting. Come to think of it, I recall him saying aught of a rare blossom that was due to bloom anon. What's the world coming to? The flower bed might be on the outskirts of town, but the lad used to make trips to nearby village. Oh, Rog, there's naught I wouldn't do to see you safe again.
This worrying's giving me an achy back.
Uncommon materials can be found here, methinks.
Well, Spot.
What? This again? I feel bad for the lad, but I don't have time to go chase. Monsters are a fact of life in these parts. It is not the first time they've preyed on some poor villager, and it shan't be the last. There's nary a thing I can do about it.
Wolves, eh? Mayhap you should seek out the putrid cave. While en route to deal with another matter, I discovered the beast's den in that cave. I only wish I'd been permitted to investigate the area myself, but at the time we were merely passing through. But I can tell you where it is, sir. You'll find it on the eastern road. It is my understanding that the creatures hoard their prey within. Mayhap the lad yet lives, fortune willing. If you are thinking of venturing in there yourself, pray make haste and tread softly.
I can proceed no further. I'll hold on to this. After all, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
I could look upon this sky for all eternity. If 'twasn't for the cricket. There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master.
I am keen to try this.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
a material. Useful things, these.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when... to use...
I'm only glad to have proven my worth.
It will be an honor to serve by your side. By your command,
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
Over many fierce battles was our bond forged. My shield
It will
is
be an
ever-
honor to serve by your side. If wolves make their den in the putrid cave, that might be where poor Rog was taken. Pray, allow me to show you the way. Follow me, if you would. This way, Master.
I'll save you! Your aid is appreciated.
Pray, follow me. We're here, Master. Pray, allow me to open yon chest. Many
Thanks for healing me, Arisen.
What's going on? How did I get here? I remember. The wolves. How is it I'm still alive? You saved me. Didn't you, sir? I can hardly believe it. Thank you. I would not be standing here without you. How did you know where I was? Did Grandfather request your help? I suppose he must be worried sick about me. If it's all the same to you, sir, I think I'd like to go home now.
We'd best report back. Let us deliver the lad to Sir Morris forthwith. If you would be so kind as to follow me.
Got to keep it together.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
Would you mind coming over here? My word, this ox cart has been destroyed.
Wrought by the hands of brigands, or the claws of monsters.
We must remain vigilant.
Follow me, if you would. Are you coming, Master? Our path is here.
Look there. I espy another statue.
Shall we search for a path to lead us to it?
Pray, follow me.
I shall fly to your aid, Master.
My talents lie in combining materials, and I'll use those in my possession to craft things for you in my spare time.
Should you have further need of a marksman...
If we share our strengths, we can begin formulating a strategy that caters to our respective skill.
Follow me, if you would.
Master, if ever your pack grows cumbersome, know that I would be glad to purchase any of your unwanted items. I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side.
My pack's grown rather heavy.
Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet. Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once. Over here, if you please. Here we are.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Business could be better, but I've weathered worse. Many thanks.
Buying? That's just as well.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Got some good things on offer. Business could be better, but I've weathered many thanks. Need anything? Many thanks. Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
Tomorrow will be no different.
What do ye want?
Yeah? What is it?
What work needs doing?
It's been a hard day.
Not good. What kind of this? Sir Murden's a man who prizes decorum, you see. He won't take a liking to you lest you show proper deference to him.
tired.
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then?
What was it I had to do?
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Many thanks.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Interested in my wares?
A good day to you.
Reckon your road's been a long one. Trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here, at least, you'll find a bit of peace.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Interested in my wares?
Sir Murden stopped taking visitors after his lady wife passed. He's not the friendliest of neighbours, though.
What am I supposed to do about it?
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Welcome, sir. After all, 'tis folly to linger on a single vocation when there are so many exciting methods of combat to be tried. Always a pleasure.
Need anything?
How'd I end up? You mustn't pay without me.
The latest tidings from Melf came as quite a shock. It's been decades since that 'twas a tragedy to those who... I thought to myself, with the dragons coming, and indeed, we have our sovereign, though he still, that I would see this kingdom restored to rightful rule in my life.
What am I to do?
Stop.
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
Let us deliver the lad to Sir Morris forthwith. Allow me to guide you, Master. I know the person you're looking for.
Somehow my feet
Bones grow weary. Need anything? Got some good things on offer. Stop by again soon.
We're here, Master. Forgive me, but I cannot guide you from here. Let us deliver the lad to Sir Morris forthwith. Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual. I shall inform you if I learn aught of worth. Let us deliver the lad to Sir Morris forthwith.
Need anything? Always got to be in the thick of things, mate.
And I shan't resist.
'Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside.
A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Aught fell from the beast as it breathed its last. A flock of harpies, Lord dear! Let us deliver the lad to Sir Morris forthwith. Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Shall we prop up our tent and get out of the rain for a spell? Have my support.
I'd wager there's ought to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
Let me get that.
You cannot break it from this side.
True enough.
What's up there? I can't make much out from here, but I've a feeling 'twill be worth the climb.
Better. Many thanks. Goodness.
Now here's a surprise.
A splendid discovery.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
Dare say, we could sell this for a fair amount of gold.
Whether or not we make the sale is for the Arisen to decide. Another statue. Mayhap 'twill yield us aught of use.
I can foresee no reason not to go see it up close.
I espy a hobgoblin! Our foe is susceptible to lightning attacks!
Well done, Master.
Got to keep it together.
Very well. I shall return.
Let us deliver the lad to Sir Morris forthwith. I believe I can guide you to the person in question. Would you mind coming over here?
Mayhap you will think this a trifle, but oft do we call on you to carry the burdens we cannot. I must thank you. Your toil keeps me light on my feet.
Oh, pay me no mind. 'Tis one of a servant's many privileges to be entrusted with such articles of value.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? Go again. Battle cannot be avoided. Let's fight or die.
Understood. Sunset draws near. We shall have to rely on our other senses as the darkness robs us of our sight.
See what else I can find.
Turn out your
That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Now that is a surprise. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every... Unless I am much mistaken, we have cause to visit a place not far from here.
Perhaps we ought to go there first. What say you, Arisen?
Pray, follow me. We have reached our destination.
Rog? Rog, is that you, my boy?
Hello, Grandfather.
'Tis a miracle. You're alive and in one piece. Oh, joy of joys! I thought ne'er to lay eyes on you again.
Grandfather, you're smothering me.
Oh, hush. You don't get to complain of such things after you worried me half to death.
I'm very sorry, Grandfather. I didn't mean to cause you grief.
And you? Words alone will ne'er be enough to express the depth of my gratitude. I am truly in your debt. Pray, take this. 'Tis naught but a trifle in comparison to your kindness, but I hope you will accept it all the same. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for saving me.
Outstanding.
A laudable result. Just what I would expect of the Arisen.
Our efforts have been rewarded. Perchance Sir Radcliffe has finished examining the medicine, Master. Let us go and see him. If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.